Hey YouTube, here's a serious video of that fish deck. I changed it a lot. I'll explain the changes when I go through the deck. Uh, 3 Coelecanth. This is probably really bad quality. Whatever. Um, yeah, he's your main focus of the deck. You try to tribute him, or tribute to bring him out. I'll explain that later. 3 Oyster Meister. He kind of sucks to draw. He's not that bad though with combos with Fishborg. Like you can make Goyos and stuff by like making an armor. I'm getting the token, bringing it back, making a formula, and then making Goyo. But yeah, you mostly want to like bring him out with Coelecanth to start synchro summoning because he brings out tokens too. 3 Fishborg. He's really good, like a tuner. Like you discard to bring it back. It's kind of like Girl Bulb, but it's more restricted in what it can be synchroed with, but it's really versatile. 3 Swap Frogs. You really like to draw him. He lets you get Treeborn to the grave really fast, or Ronintoadin after Treeborn, and like specialing it. Like he gives you easy presence, because if you draw him and a frog or him and Ronin, you can go special, send another frog or Ronin, remove, and then you already have 2 monsters for Coelecanth. 3 Dupes. He searches Swap Frog, and you can sometimes dupe block, and then he just stalls like 2000 defense, makes it easier to tribute for the big fish. And 3 Treeborns. I added in the third one because sometimes they would get like crowed and Caius, and like there was no reason not to. Like it helps my chances of opening swap and a frog. So yeah. 2 Ronins. I used to only run one, same thing, it got crowed and Caiused a lot, and Ronin's actually really helpful for this deck. So yeah, and it increases your chances of drawing it with swap. So yeah, that's it for the frogs. So 2 Light and Darkness. Um, it's the same thing. Like he's really good to drop. Like, and essentially a lot of the time he's free or near free because you're just gonna bring back Treeborn and then bring back Ronin, or like worst case, like you'll bring back Treeborn, bring back Fishborg or something, and he's always like really good to make them waste their cards and stuff. And 2 Caius, he's really good against like he's better than Mobius. I used to run Mobius, but this is like just as good against Gravekeepers, better against plants, like debatable against Blackwings. I don't know what else there is in this format, but Caius is overall better. I'd rather run him, since I also ended up taking out Mores, because I'll explain that later. But yeah, Gorz and Tragoedia. I didn't run Tragoedia before, but after trying him, like, there's so many good things you can do. Like, if they make big synchros, you can steal them with Light and Darkness, or sometimes even Coelecanth. Like, one time I took, like, tokens with Treeborn or Fishborg, so I can have enough to tribute for Coelecanth. I've taken other Monarchs with Caius, and, like, formulas with dupes and swaps and stuff. So, yeah. Gorz is obviously really good. Like, he's, like, immediate tribute fodder. Like, you don't ever have backfields conflicting with him anyways. So, yeah. I might want to run Fader. I don't know if I'm gonna, but I'm thinking about it. 3 Econ. This card has been like noticeably better. Like in the beginning, like I was thinking like Econ might not have been that good, but like the combos you have with Treeborn and like tributes and stuff, and even like as a defense, like it's just such a versatile card. It's so good in this deck. Uh, it like lets you go for game. It lets you do so much. If I could run 4 or 5, I probably would. So yeah. 2 Sarc. This deck is still an OTK deck. Like, you really want to hit either him or Swap Frog and like Trunade or Cold Wave most of the time, and that usually lets you go for game. So Sark is like a you win in 2 turns kind of card. Dualities. People sometimes tell me not to play it in this deck. It really doesn't make any sense not to. First turn, it lets you get so many of your good cards, like Swap and Coelecanth. And like any turn after that, like people are like, oh, you can't Formula, or oh, you can't Coelecanth. But like, then at worst case scenario, like just pitch it for Formula, or pitch it for Fishborg or Coelecanth. Like, it's not like there's anything better you would have pitched. Like, what would you want to run? Like a third Ronin, a Grow Bulb? Like, it would have just been a different spell that you would have just pitched anyways. 2 MSTs. I just put them in right now. I haven't actually tried them. They were Moray's before, but Moray is really counterproductive. A lot of the time I found myself sending back like Coelacanth and swaps, and even Treeborn sometimes I'd rather have. Like, it's cool when you like send back extra dupes and like Oyster Meisters, but that's about it. Like, the rest of them aren't even bad to draw. Like, Fishborg's fine. It doesn't really matter. Even Oyster Meister's fine sometimes if you have a grave set up. Reborn, obviously. Trunade, obvious. Go for game. Dark Hole, obvious. Cold Wave, same thing. I run a Malevolent now. I used to just side 3, but I ended up maining one because, like, it's always been a good card. Like, even if they just have 2 sets, like, they go attack you Malevolent, and then you can even drop, like, Tragoedia or Gorz. And it also lets you, like, just clear their back. Like, it's an extra, like, all backfield clearing sort of thing. So, yeah. Um, that's 7 minutes. I didn't know. I guess I was talking too much, but I'm gonna go ahead and make a video of all the ways to OTK with the deck soon. Like, now, I guess. So, yeah. Bye.